You ready?
Yeah, I'm all set.
3, 2, 1. Wolf. We back, people. We are here. This is episode. I lost track. It don't matter. But we here. And we have a very special guest in the building. Just to give y'all some backstory. He is the first person to ask to come on Realest Spill. And y'all know I ain't bougie. So I was like, bet. Let's do it. Set it up. Let's do it. Had to push it back a week. I got homework, y'all. But we here. And welcome to the Realest Spill. This is the Realest Spill. And we have the one and only Leon Sky.
What's poppin', man?
What's going on?
How you doing? How's life? How's
It's
it
great.
going?
It's beautiful.
Life
Life is beautiful, man. Yo, first of all, I need y'all to understand something real quick. This man came into my house with 86 tripods. This man got 12 flashlight tripod things. I don't even know what the proper term for him is. But he got all the lights is off, y'all. But it's bright as a bitch in here. Y'all hear me? It's bright as a bitch.
Hella bright in here. Facts. It is.
It's bright in here, y'all.
No lights but lights.
It's right. No lights, but it's lights. And he gave me a copy of his album, like a hard copy, and a hat. Like y'all got get y'all stuff together, guests. All right, y'all gotta start bringing some shit. Cause he done set the bar high. I need cookies. I can't drink milk no more, but I need cookies. I like ice cream sandwiches. I like, you know what I'm saying? There go 3 things right there. Come on now. Don't be selfish.
Give the man cookies. Give the man cookies, bro.
Chocolate chip or macadamia nut with white chocolate. Come on. That's it. What's going on, bro?
Hey, man, dude, it's amazing. Like, everything's great. Like, everything's great.
Beautiful. It's beautiful, man. You ready to get started?
Bro, yeah, man. I feel pumped, bro. This is definitely exciting. This whole
excited.
trip is like really cool.
Heck yeah, bro. I'm happy that you want to be here.
Of course, man.
And
of course.
I'm happy that you are a part of something before it's something. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
So when it is something, you know you can always come back.
Thank you so much, man.
It's always valid. You know what I'm saying?
Right, of course.
Facts, bro. All right. So, you dropped your first project.
Right.
ECLIPTION? Did I say that right?
ECLIPTION, yes.
ECLIPTION.
Yes.
11 tracks. You had how many features? 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5?
About 4 or 5,
4
I
or
believe.
5?
Yeah.
I can remember. I remember one voice and 3 names.
I know there's a good couple features. Facts. Yeah. I believe there were 3 females in there.
Yep. You had Deja. Shout out Shorty.
Yeah, shout out her for real. Like, her voice is phenomenal, man.
Sound like Beyonce.
For real. Like, when I heard that,
Beyonce.
when I got her into the studio, I'm like, dang. Like, maybe I don't need to put any effects on it. I think we're just gonna leave it as is. Like,
I'm telling you, that's all you need for her, bro.
Like, her voice is just phenomenal. And then I got another friend of mine named Sarah Cunit, if I pronounced that last name right. Beautiful voice. Another boy, like
Isaiah.
Dude,
right?
Isaiah.
Different.
Yo, like,
I was fucking with his vocals.
Oh my God, man. Like, he really got me stepping up to, like, my lyrics wise when it comes to my music, and just like, because like his level, because it's like he can be I want to be able to share some songs from from what I have from him, from you, so you can hear what I'm trying to say, because like his songs are legit, like, bro, because it's like he makes like hip hop to like trap to like acoustic, like John Mayer kind of feel, and then like, and I'm like, you know what, man, like the first track with Meditate, I was like, I'm gonna make this like a straight, like, honest, like, no holding back, like, I'm just gonna say what the fuck I'm gonna say, and then see where it goes, and then I gave him the lyrics, and then one take, and then like that, like, this dude is a real talent.
Shout out to him. All right, so back to the album. Let's talk about that real quick. Let's just talk about it. Let's just kick our feet up and talk about it.
We gotta digest fast.
Yeah. Can explain to us, like, your process. Like, it's 11 songs. It's an album.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Nah, yeah, it's pretty much an album.
It's pretty much an album. Like, explain the way you don't gotta go into depth, but just give us a general feel like, yo, like what made you think like, okay, like, yo, I got a couple songs here, I could drop something, or
Right.
did you have like a vision like, yo, like I want to drop like like a, a storybook, I want to drop a project, I want to drop something
Right.
that
Right.
that introduces me, Leon Sky, to the people, and they have an idea or just a complete clear picture of who I am
Of
as
course.
an artist.
Right. So at first, like I wasn't trying to really pull like a full project together. Like with these 11 songs, I was really trying to see like what I would like. At first, like each song wasn't like the way you see it in order. It wasn't like the way it got created in order.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like each songs like came into different places and different timing, and like I would just going through different type of phases and just like in life within like a year. You know what I'm saying? And then like I would just trying to figure out like, okay, I haven't like really gotten myself figured like out with like what's gonna like what's like the true theme to like what these songs like are gonna be, because I'm making something, I just don't know how it's gonna be put like I don't know if I want to put this into a project to like either singles or like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then obviously I decided to put it to a full album and see, but at the same time, like bro, like this whole thing, like it just, I'm trying to like, cause like I have my own kind of perspective, some type of perspective of like what I really feel about the whole project. But at the same time, it's like I'm still trying to figure out like the true meaning of like what like ECLIPTION like really is, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like ECLIPTION can really mean like all different type of like meanings. You know
Do
what
you
I'm
have a
saying?
definition for it?
Like my definition, I believe, of what ECLIPTION kind of is, it's like, you know how like the eclipse like has like phases from like one side to the other, right?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's basically how my life was. It came to like one phase of like a really sad and like I'm just so angry and like disappointed, but at the same time I fought my way throughout those like triumphs and throughout those like obstacles, and I found my way through like happiness, and I found my way like it's crazy, like if you hear it like in order, like you can hear like all that like really coming to like together. Like I was just in a mindset where I didn't really want it to be around people, to where I'm just happy that I'm alive, you know?
Right. 100%.
So
That's a beautiful take, bro. That's a beautiful take. I just tried to look up the definition of ECLIPTION, but it's a made up word, so it don't matter. You just gave it the definition.
I'm making up words.
You just gave it the definition. There you go. You know what I mean? That's dope. That's dope.
Thank you, man.
So like you said already, it took you a while to realize like, okay, I'm gonna actually put out a tape.
Right.
But when you was going through these phases and all that, you was going through what you was going through, like how were you able to hone in on how you were feeling at that time, at that moment, and put it onto an audio track? How were you able to transfer how you was feeling and putting it on something so you can express it and share it with the people?
So there was a day, like, I believe it was like in I believe it was in August, like at the end of August or like beginning of September. I was like in the studio in my basement, and I was like, all right, like, fuck it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like the time where I need to really shift things for not just like my music, but even just for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because like either I do this now, or like I wait, and then my opportunity has passed, or I just waited too long.
Yeah.
And it's just like
that's a dangerous game.
And I don't want to get into that. Yeah, I don't want to get myself into the middle of thinking like, oh, like I guess I should just wait it off and see where. Like, nah, fuck. Like at the same time, like I don't want to like wait for certain things to like pass in my life, because if I see it in front of me, like I might as well like try to like use it to my advantage 100%. And see what I can be able to create with these songs. And dude, and yeah, that's basically how like I just kind of like figured everything out from there. Because I needed to like really just look myself in the mirror, I guess, and just really tell myself like, bro, like you got something special, you got something here. Don't try to like lose it, you know.
100%, bro. I like that. I like that. So this is a stupid question.
You're good.
How long you think it took you to put that together?
Like, just a whole project.
Yeah.
So All right, so like there's 2 songs like Make It Out Closer to You. So those 2 songs were already kind of out, right?
Yeah.
But besides those 2, about a year.
About a year.
About a year.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay. All right. okay.
Hey, man.
All right. So when you inboxed me, I can't remember if I replied right away or I replied late. But
Facts.
When I realized that, because like we all know, like I don't got that many followers on the Real Spill page, so I need all of y'all to go follow that shit.
Nah, man, this dude's legit. This dude
Damn.
is legit.
If I whoop y'all ass. But anywho, but
I'm making this song just because no one's not.
Word. Fuck all them niggas that's not following Real Spill. I'm the best in the rock, and my name is Leon. Will, fuck out of here.
Exactly. It's like you wrote my first line. There we go. I'm gonna use that shit. Swear to God.
But yeah. So when I saw the message, I'm reading it, and I ain't gonna lie, I was in denial. I was like, who the fuck is this? I'm like, this might be some dude from damn North Dakota trying to ask to get on this shit. Like that shit ain't gonna happen. Now look, I'm like Leon's guy. So I went to your page. I'm like, oh, he from Rochester. I'm like, oh, let me reply.
Right, facts.
Reply.
Nah, that shit, dude. I'll be doing that same exact because there's times where like people, like other artists from like Rochester, because when I make beats for like other people, I'm like iffy for like making certain beats to certain people sometimes. Just because like I'm still living with my parents, 100%. So like there's certain kind of like rules and like
ground rules. Yes, sir.
Exactly.
So, okay, back to what I was saying. I looked at your page. I'm looking. I'm seeing. I'm like, okay, he dropped the project. Great. I'm gonna go listen to it. Went that same night. Listened to it straight through. I'm like, okay. I'm not gonna lie. When I first looked at your page, I'm looking. I'm like, okay, he has a guitar in his hand. Obviously, that means he can play the guitar.
Right.
Like, okay, he can play the guitar. I'm like, okay, he played the guitar. He light skinned. He got a beard. I'm like, this is a singing nigga right here. Then I pull up the tape. I'm like, okay, it says hip hop. I'm like, all right. So he's a rapper. So I'm like, okay, hold on. I'm thinking you coming on some, I don't even know who, but you coming. I'm thinking you coming with more of an R&B vibe. You got a guitar in your hand, you know what I mean? Maybe a couple hip hop verses here and there. So I'm like, okay, I already got a vibe going right now. Just looking at your page, I'm like, I got a vibe right now.
You got some type of like taste.
I'm coming off something, right? I'm thinking of something, brewing up something. I'm like, all right, cool. Then I looked. I'm like, oh, it says hip hop. I'm like, oh, so he a rapper. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me see what bro got going on. So I listen. And I was like, okay. I went straight through, listened to it about 2-3 times. Straight through. I was at work, so I had time.
No, facts.
So, I'm like, all right. And then I went back, and I'm like, okay, hold on. Time out. He sounds like somebody. Sounds like somebody I used to listen to. So I went back and listened one more time. I was like, okay, who is this guy? And when I finally put my tongue on it, it was weird, but I was like, I feel like he got more than that. Like the name that came to mind when I was listening to you was Jake Miller. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
So I thought of him. I was like, okay, Jake Miller. But I was like, his delivery sounds like Jake Miller a little bit. But I'm like, but I feel like, cause like I don't know if you guys know Jake Miller, but he's a rapper. He was big really about in 2012, and I was like, he sound like Jake Miller right now, but I was like, I don't think he has the Jake Miller potential. I think it's above that. You know what I mean? Because Jake Miller, like I ain't even gonna lie, like Jake Miller, his music was like, I don't want to say corny, but it was corny. You know what I mean?
Right, no, of course.
Like, and with your tape, I was getting that vibe a little bit, and I was like, I don't think this is him. I don't think this is all of Leon Sky. You know what I mean?
Right.
Going off, like I said, what I saw on your page. Because I scroll all the way to the beginning. You hear me? Like I do digging, especially if I'm having somebody on here. You know what I mean? So I'm digging and I'm looking and I'm paying attention to what you got going on. I'm not trying to sound like look like a stalker now. So I'm not liking nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's weird.
That's the type of job that you got to do.
You feel me? So I'm watching like, yo, like I'm getting Jake vibes right now, but I'm like, nah, like something in me was like, nah, I don't think that's all of him. I feel like there's like we just met, but I feel like there's something like in your music that you either already know about and you're working on it, as far as just your delivery and like your sound and just getting, like you said, this is your first project.
Right.
So I don't know if you want this to be your complete sound. This is you. This is all of that. But I feel like there's another step and another level or two that I feel like you can get to, and I feel like ECLIPTION was what it was, and it was decent for what you did, and for like you dropped like you said, you produced it, you mixed it, you did the vocals, you did all of that stuff, which I applaud you for. That's major. That's fucking, I don't even know another word for major, but it's major. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, facts.
I feel like if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to be able to tap into that level. I don't know what level this is for you, but for me, like I said, I just met you. So that level
facts.
2 for Leon Sky, that level 3, that level 4, that level 5. You know what I mean? And I feel like when you get there, we're going to start to, as viewers and as fans, we're going to be able to start to hear a more complete sound. Because like I said, I feel like there's something there that you're like, I feel like we haven't seen it yet, but I feel like you're cooking it up.
Yeah.
And we're waiting. So that was my take. That was my take on the album. I felt like, okay, it's cool. It's a cool tape, but I feel like there's something else there. You know what I mean? I feel like there's something. And the thing that kept coming to my mind when I was thinking about it, I was like, I feel like it's the guitar. You know what I mean? I don't know how nice you are with the guitar, nothing like that. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know you from can of paint.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
But I feel like I said, when you get there, when you get to that level 2, that 3, 4, 5, or whatever level you think you're on, them next levels, it's gonna make ECLIPTION look like My Little Pony. No funny.
No,
you know what I mean?
That's a fact.
And
Yeah.
like that's really what I thought. Like I said, I get your words together. I'm not saying I didn't like it.
Right.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, for it to be a debut tape, and for it to be your first sound that you put out for the people, it was solid. But do I think there were some kinks in the armor? I do. But do I think you're gonna continue to have those kinks in your next suit of armor? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. No,
you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
So would you like to rebuttal?
So like, nah, because everything that you just said was like, it's real. Like this is my first legit kind of like project. So it's not like I've been in this thing for like mad long.
Yeah.
And then like I dropped this project, and it's like, see, like with me, like ECLIPTION is like a start of something beautiful. It's the start of something that's gonna really, it's gonna make me instead of break me. I believe in my heart. Everybody, like I said, like has their own kind of like way of like thinking of like their own kind. That's what I want. I want everybody to have their own kind of way of like how they feel about this like project, because it's like it's my first one.
Yes, sir.
It's like my first kind of like feel of creating like a full 11 songs. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's a whole other feel that I wasn't like expecting to get myself into, but I got myself into it because like at the same time, this is everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is legit like something that I just like not just enjoy, but this is something that I know it can be able to create something like either extraordinary, but I know that for a fact it's not gonna be downhill after ECLIPTION. I know, like I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like my son, like, bro, like I'm telling you, man, like I stay legit trapped inside that basement.
Yeah.
I
see it. I can see it. I can see.
And
like,
I will not leave until this shit's done. 100%. You know what I'm saying?
No, I do. And I you guys can't see it, but me just looking at him while he's trying to explain like where he's at, I can see like the drive, and I can see the level, not even like frustration, but it's like, like I'm trying. You know what I mean?
No,
you know what I mean? Like it's basically like just to give you a great example. we all been in situations where we had to move a couch from upstairs or up a set of stairs, and then it gets wedged in a corner or something, and you're pushing it as hard as you can, and you're like, yo, come on. Like, I know you got this much room, you got an inch of room, you got to get it past, and you can't get it past it just off the pure force of what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? That one direction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's when you start to feel that, like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? Like, god damn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then, like you said, when you continue to sit there in that space or on them stairs with that heavy ass couch in your hands, you start to think about it, and you look like, okay, maybe if I dip a little bit, and then my boy that got the steps ahead of me, he take a step back and I push, we might be able to do it. And same for you. Maybe if I come with a different approach with my music. Maybe if I don't know. For me personally, I like to create a beat before I rap. And sometimes sometimes I like to sing a melody, then I create the beat. You know what I mean? And coming with that different approach, you have a different level of success.
Like,
you know what I mean? Yeah. And it'll refresh your mind, reset your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Real spill, real shit.
Real spill. Nah, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love this. Like, nah, I love it, bro. We all being real. Like, yeah, man. Like, this whole shit is just like. There's so much more that I got in store, but I don't want to say 100%. Too much.
No, you don't have to.
There's so much I got in store.
100%. Like, just show us. Just
you know
show
what I'm saying?
100%.
So, like this project is just like it's literally like a little taste of what I got. That's all.
Talk about it.
That's all I'm gonna say.
You better talk
that's
about
literally
it.
all I'm gonna say, because it's just like, even though it's just like 11 songs, like to others they think like that's a full like album.
Right.
Maybe that's
right.
all like he got.
Right.
For
that's
now.
all he got.
Like, nah, bro. Like,
hold on.
Like,
give it a second. Let it breathe.
There's things that's like I've been really like quietly like working on my own timing,
yes,
and
sir.
on my own kind of pace, so I won't like make any mistakes, or like even if I make those mistakes, I'll try to like not perfect them, but like they just try to fucking fix them 100%. Instead of like going, but that's good enough, and then head on to the next. Nah.
Yep. You got in this business that we're trying to insert ourselves in, we have to be perfectionists.
Exactly.
You have to be a perfectionist, because if you don't, somebody else is gonna put that extra 5 minutes in.
Exactly.
To make sure their shit is better. You know what I mean?
We got to put that like time in.
You gotta put the time in. You have to. And if you're not willing to put the time in, just put it down for a little bit. You know what I mean? Until you're ready.
Exactly.
Feel me?
Exactly. Nah, because it's like there's times where I felt like that during the process of even creating this, where it's like every day, hang on in the studio, and like there's never like a day off that I really had.
Yeah.
Like if I wasn't like doing the music thing, I was at work. If I wasn't at work, I was doing the music. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't like even at work, I'll be pulling up my notes in my iPhone,
100%,
making fucking lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
100%.
It's like this is what I want to fucking do.
Yeah.
I don't want to really be doing this 9-to-5 thing for the rest of my life.
Let's talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know that's like a saying, like for everybody saying, but it's like it's a real saying.
It's real shit.
It's a real saying.
Real shit. I feel like, bro, I'm telling you, like, I don't know, but for me, 2020 has been an eye opener and just a motivator for me.
Hell yeah.
Because it's getting to a point, and I was talking to a couple of my friends, where I'm not having to worry about this and this and this. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna put the work in now. And I'm seeing that from a lot of people.
Right.
A lot of people, bro. So you're not alone.
Exactly.
We here with you. You know what I mean?
And that's like,
we here.
That's the people that I want to surround myself.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, workers, man. Dogs.
Because that's what we need to do, man. Because it's like, it felt like to me, like the older generation didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like a good majority of them, like kind of like spent their time partying, spent their time
100%.
not putting the grind, and now they're living those fucking lives.
100%.
And then
it just to make it clear that we make sure me and you are talking about the same generation. You're talking about the 30-year-olds, the late 20, 30-year-olds, right? Not our parents, but
no, yeah, around that time. Yeah,
you know what
30,
I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you got like an older brother, that nigga, them niggas.
No,
right?
yeah, facts, yeah.
Them people.
Right.
I'm right there with you.
No, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm right there with you, 100%. I'm right there with you. Yeah. And like I said, like it gets to a point where you, like, I don't think people really understand how observant young people are, like especially from like 16, not even like from like 5 years old to damn near they 21. Like we are very observant people. You know what I mean? We pay attention to everything, even though we might not look like it. You know what I mean? And for me personally, from me watching the people that I have around me and just people in general when I'm around other people, I've realized like, yo, like I'm not here to be. We all can't be Drake. You know what I mean?
No, right,
we
facts.
all can't be Lil Wayne. We all can't be Jay-Z. I'm okay with that. I'm at peace with that. You know what I mean? But I know for damn sure, I can be making 70 G's a year. I can make $100,000 a year.
Right.
I know what I can do. I know I can do that. If I really put the time in, I can make $150,000 to $200,000 a year. I know I can do that. How am I gonna do that? What do I want to do with my life so I can secure this bag?
Right,
you know
right,
what I mean?
Right.
And it gets to a point where it's like you can do music. You can do music and bring in that money, but you got to know what you're doing in that. You know what I mean? You got to know what you're doing in that field. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's why it's frustrating for a lot of people because they're like, yo, I'm dropping music, I'm doing all this, but it's not popping, it's not giving me no views, it's not doing all that, but like it's not going to do that off top.
Exactly.
Like,
this is like overnight success is bullshit, man.
Bro,
like
the odds, the odds of that shit.
Like people
ridiculous.
Bro. When I say like people like want that shit like right away,
Yeah.
they get that right away. If they don't get it right away, they'll give up immediately.
Yep. It's that microwavable.
And it's just like that's not how that shit. Bro, that's literally like everybody feels the same way. They
100%.
feel like, what do we want that shit to work? Sure, but at the same time, like for me, I want to put in that grind, in like because like when I do make it, like and that's what I'm gonna keep like putting in myself, and I want other artists to do as well. Like say like you're gonna do this shit, and say that you are gonna like make it instead
100%.
Of saying what if, like what if in the life,
you gotta put it in the air
because what if ain't gonna do nothing for you, bro. Because what if that means like, well, that means there's a plan B,
right,
like bullshit, like this is your plan A to the fucking Z.
100%. And I said it on the Montreal thing when I was talking about just like my life plan and all that. Like I don't mind if I have to punch a clock for the rest of my life. I'm fine, but that's not gonna be my career. That's just gonna be my job. You know what I mean? That's gonna be the thing that I have to do to make sure I can eat at night. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
My career is gonna be my music and my podcast. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people need to get to the point where it's like you have to be, not to sound harsh or anything, but you have to be real with your dreams. You know what I mean? You have to realize that, okay, like what are do they have odds on, like what's the percentage, not even the percentage, what's the amount of people out of yay amount of people that make it in the music career that can get a hit, fuck a music career, that can get a hit song, because that's where it starts, a hit song.
A hit song is
literally
where it's like that, and it's kind of like it's crazy how that is, because you can have a whole discography of music.
Yep.
But that one song
can
get you
Yep.
to where you want to be.
100%.
So like I don't listen to the dude that much, but I know his story. Like Russ, I know Russ like released like 10 mixtapes.
Yeah.
10 fucking
In a year.
mixtapes. And nothing.
Slow. Yep.
And then but he got like those couple singles out afterwards, and I guess one of those singles got him to that spot.
Yep.
And it's like crazy how that whole like, but it's like, to me, I think that's like fine, because it's like now can people can look back and look at how look at it, because there's like people are like they keep on trying to make hits and try to make hits and try to make hits, and then all they have is those hits, so they only have a good couple songs to fucking listen to. But like Cole, Russ, Kendrick, they have a whole discography, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They have things in there for anybody. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They have songs for anybody.
Exactly.
And like you said, like the artist Loner K, he said it best. Like, it's a slow grind for slow bucks. Like, it's like that's literally it. It's straight up. Like, and I say it,
Nah, for
like
real,
I swear to God, I say it all the time. Like every time I go onto the app and I look at the plays for the podcast and all that.
Right.
I always tell myself, because like when you see shit that you don't want to see, like when you go and look at your plays and you look at that and it's not where you want it to be, like I ain't gonna lie, it's very discouraging. But you, like, for me, like when I see it and I see I see the numbers is not where I want them to be, like I always tell myself, like, this shit is not going, you know what I mean? Especially for the podcast, it's not gonna come right away. It's not gonna be something I can turn over and, like, I'm getting 100,000 plays on Spotify, I'm getting 100,000 plays on, you know what I mean, Google Podcasts. It's not gonna be like that. That's not realistic. But in a year, do I expect myself to be getting the amount of views that I'm getting now? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And if it is like that, then I need to look at myself and I need to check what I got going on. I got to check under the hardware. You know what I mean? I got to pop the hood, see what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying?
So you can fix that.
So I can see that.
So
Yeah, bro. I need to check this engine light.
And it's not like a bad thing because it's like you got to find ways to like see, like I wrote like a thing, like a little like a message or whatever before the project and talked about like what you guys are gonna get into.
Yeah.
Like because when I got into it, I knew like everybody's gonna have their own kind of feel, and it's like because it's not. It says like Apple Music. I know it says like it's a hip hop album. I don't think it's a hip hop album. I just think it's just a song.
It's just an album.
It's
just an album.
It's just an album.
It doesn't feel like a hip hop album.
It's not like it's not. It's just it is what it sounds like. It just sounds like something like I don't fucking know. It just it's very very experimental. I guess when I put it like if there was a genre for experimental, I guess alternative, but you know what I'm saying? That's basically what it is.
100%.
So it's like that's basically what I'm trying to create my own kind of sound now and see what I can be able to create with my sound that I'm somewhat developing. And you know, like I mean like yo, I'm still young. I'm still trying to figure my way through this shit. And in my head, like I believe in my heart like my sound is going to like reach the potential that I know it's gonna reach.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And I don't, and I'm not trying to reach, like you said, the level of like Lil Wayne or Kanye.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to reach the level where I can get my family into a better spot in this life.
Talk about it.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like all I want like mainly just like my friend, like my friends, my family, like just they can all be living their fucking dreams.
Yeah.
Like that they could do what they want for a living.
100%.
Instead of waking up doing
what somebody else want for a living.
Exactly.
Yeah. That shit is tough, bro.
That's literally like once I get that, I'm not gonna say I'm all set, but that would actually kind of like
it'll relax you.
It will definitely relax me. It will get me to a peaceful mind.
100%. So I'm gonna jump to this question real quick then, while we're kind of already here.
Right.
So when it comes down to your music, and it comes down to when you're in your creative space, and all of that, does sitting down and looking up a beat on YouTube do you better, or does like you sitting down at your guitar like get your engines going a little better? You know what I mean? Like for me personally, I can't go on YouTube and listen to a beat. I can't. It doesn't do it for me. Like, bro, I know I know a lot of dope like YouTube producers out there, but the beats don't do nothing for me.
No,
you
right,
know what
facts.
I mean? For me, it's more I need to sit down at an instrument, and figure this out myself.
I guess it's a little bit of both. I'll be real with you, because there's some beats on YouTube where I listen to, right, and then I write to it, but I don't like fully finish like my verse or whatever, so I go straight into the studio, try to like whatever beat that I listen to, kind of like not make a copy of it, but like my own version of what I just fucking listened to, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like
that's it.
But like basically, try to make it sound like I don't want to say sound better, cause like, but make it sound the way
You say that.
I want I want it to sound. You know what I'm saying?
Better.
Facts.
It's okay to be cocky out here, bro. It's okay to toot your own horn.
Better. All right, bet. And yeah, man, and just like. Yeah, because like, bro, like I think I love making my beats, man. Like that's the thing. Like I want to learn like the work of like everything, not just like the lyric side or the guitar side, or like I want to learn like the producing side, the mixing side, like everything that's has music related to it. Like I want to like be able to learn it, because there will be a time. I mean, like right now, like I'm basically doing all the music shit alone. When it comes to videography, obviously I have like help. Or photography, I have help. But like when it comes to the music shit, it's all you. It's literally just me.
But honestly, that's the best way to do it.
It is the best way to do it.
Cause like for me, bro, like my best work come when I'm by myself.
Oh no, for real.
When I'm by myself. Like the only time I can really feel like I'm like I can produce good work when I'm with people is when I'm with people that I know want to work. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I can't.
I don't want to like not to be fuck it. I don't want to waste. I don't want to waste time with people that don't want
to talk about it.
Don't want to put in that like grind and put in that work.
Come on, why am I in the studio if we just gonna be in here smoking, bro?
Exactly,
like,
bro.
I can't. I don't smoke, bro. I'm on, bro. I'm fucking up my Fortnite right now, man. I'm fucking up my vibes.
Yeah, for real, exactly. Like, cause it's like those type of distractions. Like, I'll be real with you, bro. I during like the process of this thing, I had a couple of distractions. I had a couple of like times where I fell off the lane or whatever. Like it had like exactly. So you got to be able to like discipline yourself.
100%.
Discipline yourself, and that's what kind of like the first track, like meditate, right? Like that I kind of needed to do for my own peace of mind, I guess, because like if I didn't really get myself into that meditation kind of like feel of like just like focusing on my own fucking breathing and focusing on my own like my space around me, like it would fuck up my whole mentality, I guess.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get it. And just to clear up what I said before, I don't have a problem with people smoking in studio sessions, but like Leon Sky just said, I'm not here to waste my time. If we're not here, if you're smoking to get your brain cells going and get whatever they be saying, you know what I'm saying? Well, if you're smoking to get yourself going, to get your creative juices flowing, so we can get to this music, bet. But if we got a 3 or 4 hour session and you just in here smoking and we just listening to beats,
right? It's just like what's the point?
Go
like,
home, bro.
Y'all could have done that shit at home.
Come on, bro. For real.
Just, yeah. No, I definitely agree with you.
That's exactly what I meant, yo. By the way, like, for real. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit! Did we answer the wrong thing? Create. Oh shit! Yeah, we answered that question. Okay, so how long have you been playing guitar?
So yeah, I've been playing guitar either the age of 12 or 13, because I'll be real, I don't remember. I've been playing guitar for a long ass time, longer than I've been rapping and beats.
So you nice.
Yeah.
So you're nice.
No, I'm not trying to be that dude, but I am pretty fucking good when it comes to that.
You acoustic?
All like bass,
really?
electric and acoustic. Yeah.
You gotta talk, brother.
Oh, where you play?
No, I do not play, but I have. We gonna talk.
I got you.
Listen, that's dope. You play anything else or?
A little kind of feel with piano. Okay, I'll be real with you.
That's all piano is. Kind of feel. Nobody really know how to
black
play
keys. I know the most when it comes to piano. I'll be real, like playing the black keys. That's literally it. Like
the black keys.
The black keys.
Really?
The black keys bro, I'm being dead. That's like serious. Like when you play the black keys of piano, you can really create like something real. Like
that's really interesting.
I
never hear niggas saying, "Yo, I'm playing only the black keys." People scared of the black keys that don't know how to play piano.
I mean, you got
scared.
You got a piano.
Yeah, it's right
bro.
there.
I'm telling you, right after this,
Go ahead.
I try to show you. You know.
Okay. Yeah, do your thing. We have an intruder in the building, guys.
Intruder.
Intruder alert. Let's see who this is. But yeah, after we get done, I set it up and see what's going on.
But.
No, we all set. All right, say less. Bet. But yeah, that's interesting. That's dope. Let's get to this next question. So we all know what SoundCloud is. Duh. Right?
Right.
We know what it was back in like 2011, 12, way back then. We know what it was. We know what it is now. We know what it was in the middle. But do you think someone can have a career, make success off mainly dropping on SoundCloud? Can a SoundCloud rapper make it now?
Right now?
Right now. Do you think that era is dead? Do you think tell me what you think. Can there be another chance to rapper?
Yeah, because he really like put that SoundCloud, I don't want to say on the map, but like
basically.
Yeah. That's a good question, man. That's a great question. Honestly, bro, like I hope not.
You hope not?
I hope not, because it's like, because there's people out here like they do have the kind of like a talent, right? And if there's a way that you can be able to make it through an app like that, like because that's free music, right?
It is.
It's free music. Like with me, like I had a good couple songs on SoundCloud. They weren't the best songs. It was just
one songs is usually the best on SoundCloud.
Exactly. They were just a little takes of something like like the beats were okay, like
Yeah.
but like I was rapping fast. I was out of time. I was just I don't know what I was saying. I was just
Bro, rapping fast used to be
yeah
the best thing you could do with life. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I remember I was
Like I know for real, like
yeah.
dude, like oh my god, and it's just like the change up of like because nowadays you could rap fast and say nothing. That you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's a whole there and then I'm not gonna put any names, but like
There's people out there that do
there's people that are famous
Yeah,
out there that
do
like that be doing that shit.
100%.
But then the people that like take the time, like you know, like Cole or even like Kendrick rap fast and still say some real shit.
Eminem has.
Yeah, Eminem. And I don't know what happened. Like I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like
don't know
with
what
that
happened.
stuff like I remember, you know how Facebook does, like, oh, you posted this video, you shared this video 2 years ago, 3 years ago. You remember they be doing that little memory shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the other day I got a memory for me from 7 years ago. And I'm like, ooh, what is this? It's a video. So I'm like, ooh, what is this? And I played a video, and I swear, I'm sitting on the couch. I got my hands crossed, and I'm like, all right, let's do this. Like hyping myself up while recording, by the way, right? I'm talking to myself as it's recording. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm sitting there like, yo, what the fuck is this, bro? Right? Like, who is this nigga, right? And I swear to God, out of nowhere, I was like, I just started rapping. I'm like, just going crazy, right? Just saying mad shit. I'm like, bro, like, who is this nigga, right? And it just reminded me, like, yo, like, rapping fast used to really be like the thing. Like, when Look at Me Now, 2012. 2012 was when it was like, yo, if you couldn't rap fast, you could not rap. You know what I mean? And the evolution of where it's at.
I'm glad it's not that way no more. To be honest.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Like it's crazy that you needed to like
Thank God.
rap like 1,000 words under a minute or whatever.
Yeah.
In order to get this spot.
Yeah.
Like really? Like
you had to be Busta Rhymes.
Like goddamn. Like, for real. Like literally. Like. And then there's people nowadays like you said like Eminem, Logic.
Yeah.
Definitely up there for sure. Is like one of those people. And I'm not saying like I said they're bad artists, but it's just like nowadays it's just
it's
like
not that no more.
It's
exactly. Not that. It's just not that. It gets to a point where it just feels like it doesn't give that same adrenaline rush that it did before. You know what I mean? Like before when you heard somebody rapping and speed rapping and all that felt weird.
And for me, like the only time because like Eminem is the best example when it comes to that shit, right? And like he's the best example when it comes to like rapping like a lot of fucking words. Like I guess what either Rap God or like even his new one that even his new one he did with Juice, Godzilla. Like he rapped about I don't know how many like I rapped a lot of fucking words, but like there was no meaning to any of it.
It was just bullshit.
It was a bunch of BS. Kendrick does the same shit. Kendrick does the same like speeding rap, but he puts in like some real thought into like what he's gonna say instead of like you know what. I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna write whatever, and then if you don't like it, I'm already made it. And like you know what I'm saying?
Right. Like you really don't realize how much bullshit they put into it until you slow it down. You're like, he said motherfucker like 8 times in this line. Like this motherfucker. Like, hold on, whoa. You listening to it really? Oh shit, it's going crazy.
That's literally how it goes. And it's just like there's times like in my songs, there's times where I rap a little bit fast, but it's not a bunch of like you know. All like random words. Like I it takes me like a good minute to write my songs.
That's
like I'll be real with you. It doesn't like take me like because like I said, this is like my first project, so it's gonna get better and better and better when I keep creating, keep working on more music.
But back to what we were saying real quick before we wrap this up. It gets to a point where you really, like you said before, you have to be able to. You have to be able to get to a point where you're able to create, process it, let it be what it is, be happy for it.
Exactly.
Go back to it, listen and critique yourself. You know what I mean? So you can find those kinks, like we said in the beginning.
Right, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And go back to it.
Exactly.
Plug back in, make a whole new song, but fix those kinks. You know what I mean?
Right, of course.
You know what I mean? And it's really just wash and repeat with that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And when you do that and when you continue to do that, that's when you're following You know what I mean? Especially people that's been there from the beginning. That's when they start feeling like, yo, like I have to tell people about this man. You know what I mean? Like, yo, like yeah, you might listen to ECLIPTION, but bro, you gotta listen to this new tape, bro. Like he wasn't on the same type of time. I don't know what it was. You know, people don't know music like that. But you know what I mean? They like, oh, I don't know what he was doing on this shit. But bro, you got, let me see the aux, bro. You know what I mean? Niggas feel like they have to tell somebody. You know what I mean? Right. And yeah.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah.
Real spill.
That's really it. Real spill. Real shit.
That's a fact, man.
Real shit. You got anything else to say, bro?
There's been a great conversation, my G. Great conversation for both of our fields. And yeah, man, just to pick up right where you said with lanes of like opportunity and stuff or whatnot. I think there's like an audience. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Facts. So like right now we living in a great time where everybody has kind of like their own audience of music. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. And like even earlier, man, I was just with this dude. Like he showed me like this artist. I forgot his name, but like, yo, like it's crazy how like you can be able to create like something when it comes to like hip hop to like rock and mix it with your own kind of like field and sounds, and just like it's just a beautiful thing to see. You know what I'm saying? Like it's great. Like it's a beautiful.
It feels great.
It's legit something. Because it's like you know that you got something special.
100%.
Like you know you got something special. Like and that's how I feel. Like I got something special. And it's like with this project, like it's like I said, ECLIPTION is like it's just a little taste.
It's just the beginnings.
It's just a little taste of what's yet to come.
Make sure y'all go listen to ECLIPTION. It's out everywhere. All you gotta do is type in Leon Sky. It's gonna pop up. It's just that simple. Immediately. Bow. You got anything else to say, bro?
YouTube, Leon Sky Music. Above the Sky season 2 is gonna come out very, very soon, and more yet to come.
This has been the Realest Spill. We're gonna be back next week with Current Flow, my guy. Thank you guys for listening. Y'all stay in tune.